It's easy today to lose sight of the fact that these tools have created some wonderful things in the world. They've reunited lost family members, they've found organ donors, there were meaningful, systemic changes happening around the world because of these platforms. But the creators were naive about the flip side of that coin. These things are released, and they take on a life of their own. And how they are used is pretty different than how the makers actually expected. The tools that have been created today are starting to erode the social fabric of how society works. We have gone from the information age into the disinformation age. More common people should understand how the whole social media world works, because it shouldn't be something that only the tech industry knows. Tristan Harris, a former ethicist for Google, is asking the tech industry to bring what he calls ethical design to their products. He says that, when he was at Google, the teams had so many conversations about interface of the applications and other things, but no one was working or even talking about making it less addictive. Never before in history have 50 designers, 20 to 35 years old white guys in California, made decisions that would have an impact on 2 billion people. 2 billion people will have a thought that they didn't intend to have, just because a designer at Google said, "This is how notifications work on that screen that you wake up to in the morning." All the tech giants have a moral responsibility for solving this problem, but none of it will ever work on it. If they do so, they will face huge losses and won't be able to sustain their massive tech empires. Companies like Google and Facebook are some of the wealthiest and most successful of all time. They have relatively fewer employees, they just have this giant computers that rakes in money. The most important question is, what are they being paid for? In the first 50 years of Silicon Valley, the industry made products, hardware, software, sold them to customers, nice simple business. For the last 10 years, the biggest companies in Silicon Valley have been in the business of selling their users. Advertisers are the customers, and we're the things that are being sold. It's a classic saying that if you don't pay for the product, then you are the product. What most people think, that Google is just a search box and Facebook is just a place to interact with your friends, but what they don't realize is that they're competing for your attention. Companies like these, their business model is to keep people engaged on the screen. The more they keep engaged, the more they are financially benefited. All these social media sites have become an essential part of our lives. What we don't realize is that their sole motive is to keep us engaged to the screens so that they can earn more and more. They don't care about what harmful repercussions it has on our lives. There are all these services on the internet that we think are free. But they are not free, they are paid by the advertisers. Our attention and engagement, being the product, is being sold to the advertisers. Many people call this surveillance capitalism. Capitalism profiting off of the infinite tracking of everywhere everyone goes by the large technology companies whose business model is to make sure that advertisers are as successful as possible. Everything that you are doing online is being watched, is being tracked, and being measured. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded. Exactly what image you stop and look at, for how long you look at it. Everything. They know when you are lonely, when you are depressed, and when you're happy. They know your each and every emotion, your personality, your thinking, and everything about you, so they can easily control and alter it. They have more information about us than had ever been imagined in human history. It's a common misconception that it's our data being sold. It's not Facebook's business interest to give up the data. What do they do with that data? They build models that predict our actions, and whoever has the best model wins. All of the things we've ever done, all the clicks we've ever made, all the videos, and all the likes. Helps in building a more and more accurate model. Once you have it, you can predict the kind of things that the person does, which helps them in keeping you hooked up to the screens. There's an entire discipline and field called growth hacking. Teams of engineers whose job is to hack people's psychology so they can get more growth, they can get more user signups, and more engagements. These technology products were not designed by child psychologists who are trying to protect and nurture children. They were just designed to make these algorithms that were really good at recommending the next video to you. Or really good at getting you to take a photo with a filter on it. Social media starts to dig deeper and deeper down into the brain stem and takes over the kid's sense of self-worth and identity. We evolved to care about whether other people in our tribe think well of us or not, 'cause it matters. But we weren't evolved to be aware of what 10,000 people think of us. We were not evolved to have social approval being dosed to us every 5 minutes. There is an MIT study that says fake news on Twitter spreads 6 times faster than true news. What is that world gonna look like when bad has a 6 times advantage over good? Social media amplifies exponential gossip and exponential hearsay to the point that we don't know what's true, no matter what issue we care about. Technology creates mass chaos, lack of trust in each other, loneliness, alienation, more polarization, more election hacking, more populism, more distraction, and inability to focus on the real issues that are in the society. And now, the society is incapable of healing itself and just evolving into a kind of chaos.